In ancient Israel, the Ark of the Covenant was the holiest object on earth, a golden chest that carried the tablets of the 10 Commandments, Aaron's rod, and a jar of manna. But above all, it represented God's presence among his people. Yet, there came a time when Israel treated the Ark not as sacred, but as a weapon. During a fierce battle with the Philistines, the Israelites were losing badly. In desperation, they said, "Let us bring the Ark of the Covenant from Shiloh, that it may save us from our enemies." But they forgot the Ark wasn't a magic charm. It was a symbol of a holy God who could not be used for human pride. When the Ark entered the camp, the Israelites shouted so loud that the ground trembled. The Philistines heard the roar and trembled too. But when battle came again, Israel was crushed. 30,000 soldiers died, and the Ark was captured. That moment sent shock waves through the land. The glory had departed. Ichabod. The widow of Phinehas cried as she died in childbirth. The Philistines carried the Ark to Ashdod, placing it in the temple of their god Dagon as a trophy. But the next morning, Dagon lay face down before the Arkansas. They lifted him again, yet the following dawn, Dagon's head and hands were severed, lying on the threshold. Then came plagues, tumors, disease, and rats infesting the land. The people screamed, "The hand of Israel's God is heavy upon us." They moved the Ark to Gath, then to Ekron, but death followed wherever it went. For 7 months the Philistines suffered. Finally, their priests advised, "Send it back with an offering, 5 golden tumors and 5 golden rats, so that he may lift his hand from us." They placed the Ark on a new cart drawn by 2 cows and watched as it rolled toward Israel without guidance, mooing all the way to Beth-Shemesh. When the Israelites saw the Ark returning, they rejoiced. But curiosity led some men to look inside, a forbidden act. In an instant, 70 men fell dead. Israel realized the presence of God was not to be handled lightly. They sent the Ark to the house of a man named Obed-Edom, a humble Levite who welcomed it with reverence. For 3 months, his home overflowed with blessing. His crops flourished, his household prospered, and his name became known across the nation. The same Ark that brought death to the arrogant brought life to the humble. The Ark's journey reveals something timeless. God's presence is powerful but never casual. You cannot hold holiness in your hands while living carelessly in your heart. To those who fear him, his presence is protection. To those who mock him, his presence is judgment. Even in the darkest times, God reminded Israel, his glory cannot be captured, only honored.